Well, good morning, sunshine.
Alright, got my stuff all packed, and Garrett must be pumping water, but everybody else is basically ready to go. So, should be a fun day today, day 2. Yeah, so, should be fun. Can't wait to get more fishing in.
Alright, everybody's packing up.
Day 2. Alright, so we are on the switchbacks. I'm talking to YouTube at 10:32 on the switchbacks. And so far so good. We're just now getting switchback 4. Everybody's going nice and slow. Slow and slow, which is the way to do it. Don't take breaks unless you really need to. And yeah, it's tough, but I can clearly talk, and the only reason that I can talk is because I'm not overexerting myself. And the only reason I'm not overexerting myself is because I'm going snail slow, which gets you to the top. It's not a sprint. Anyway, alright, so we just passed the 9th switchback, and our first great view. Yep, the valley we're in. Pretty sweet. Tell us something wise, Garrett. Give us some internet wisdom.
Internet wisdom. You put me on the spot. Drink plenty of water. That's real important.
There's an app for that, everyone. How's it going, Greg? Peachy Keen?
1 foot. Why not do that?
Maybe my pants are falling down.
Well, that's what happens when I start hiking. Yeah, so just...
My pants right now.
Okay.
That was all me yesterday.
Yeah, look at this view.
Big ass pants.
We're...
I ain't gonna say what number I got.
Oh, that's okay. We know what's wrong.
Making it up the switchbacks.
What? Oh. Sorry, man.
No worries.
What I consider to be the 11th switchback. At 10:54, there was a light rain, and of course I pulled the camera out, so now it's gone, which is fine. But it looks gorgeous. It's like a little bit of a fog between here and the rest of the valley. So once we turn right there, that'll be 12. Switchback number 12. On the 15th switchback, headed to switchback 16, and there's the current spread of everybody. 2, 4. There's Greg. Let's see. 2, 4, 5 down there. Can't see Garrett, but he's behind me. But looks like everybody's going slow and steady and safe. What a view to do it to. There's switchback 23. And as you can tell, a little bit of rain, but goodness gracious. Good view. All right, so I am on the 27th switchback at 11:45, which, if I remember right, is the last switchback. I guess I'll find out as I keep walking. There's pretty big gaps between me and other people, and found a nice sitting log, so I'm gonna have some snacks and touch base with the first couple people that are here, make sure everything's on schedule and everybody's doing all right, and hopefully this little trickle of rain stays the way it is or gets better. It's not even annoying, it's cool. You can hear it, but you can't see it, but you can feel it. So very few, very small raindrops falling. It's cool. I don't have the temperature on me right now, but so far, for me personally, best switchbacks experience I've ever had. I don't know what's going on. I don't particularly care, but holy crud, smoking them. And I'm just doing my steady, low and slow pace. And let's see, I can get an average, I think. Says I'm averaging 2.27 miles an hour. I don't know, you can never really trust it. But anyway, it's starting to rain a little more, so I'm gonna throw on my rain tops. These cards. I would like to have these eaten before lunch. That's like 800 calories of cheese. This is fine, you know. Get it in while you can. Eat before the fatigue makes it impossible. Stuff's good though. Yeah. So, now that I got some time, how's the trip been so far? It's been good, in summary. There's been some things that have been surprising to me, and I'm sure some part in this video will tell it. If not, it'll be this part. But for this trip, my dad and I freeze-dried, oh goodness, yeah, cut that out, just hundreds of pounds of food, wet food, 100 pounds wet, and that's what most of our food is for this trip, for most people. So what we're doing is, instead of having per person meals or you know, couples food prep and meals and such, we're doing patrol style dinners, which are the meals that, you know, Dad and I made and freeze dried. And then we're doing basically everybody else is up to, you know, lunch is up to you and breakfast is up to you. We made some freeze dried yogurt bars. Didn't give them out to people who wanted them, but for the most part, you're on your own for breakfast and lunch, and then dinner is shared. Yesterday was Mongolian beef. And God, I hope he got it on camera. That stuff was good. That was good. Not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, but fantastic and delicious. Puts Mountain House to shame. And that's not even a dig on Mountain House. Mountain House is pretty good food. Well, it can be. Anyway, if you've had enough Mountain House, you know what I mean. This was good. It was seasoned. It was a unique flavor profile that we don't normally get. Really liked it. The reason I bring all this up is I was shocked at how much volume freeze-dried food takes compared to dehydrated food. We've done our own dehydrated food in the past, but never freeze-dried, and I swear it must be a third of my backpack is the food. And at least it's delicious and homemade, and we know what's in it. So that's all nice, but pack on my bag is a huge pain in the butt just because of the volume of the food. But so that's something unique to this trip. I've had issues with the weight of food in the past, just never the volume. And besides that, it's been, for me, a very, to be honest, it's been very, compared to the other years I've been here, very easy. I'm hungry. I'm usually never hungry. Usually when I get up here, I force myself to drink water, and I cannot force myself to eat much food. It's not a problem yet, fingers crossed. And part of that, or what I assume helped in that, is, you know, a 30-pound weight loss that I did to make sure I could get up to the mountain and back. I feel great, and being healthy is awesome. So if you can, you know, be healthy. Oh goodness, the altitude is getting me. My short-term memory is not what it usually is. So anyway, this trip so far has been easy, it's been chill, it's been relaxed as far as scheduling goes. I bet that will change in the next couple of days as people get tired of walking into camp at 10 p.m. But whatever, we're here to relax and for vacation, so that's nice. Yeah, caught a fish too. So, throw up a photo of that. And the fishing here is fantastic. The fly fishing here is fantastic. In all the streams and, you know, rivers up here. Now you have a 10-color rod that I use, which is very light, very long, has no reel. I love it. Caught one of those yesterday. If I don't do a bunch of fishing this evening, I'll do a bunch of fishing tomorrow morning. And that's one of the things I really wanted to get out of this, is a whole bunch of fishing. I want it to be not rushed and enjoyable. So I think we're doing that. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Still waiting for the guys. I don't know why I'm historically, I am the slowest, always the slowest. And I do that on purpose because I don't like to feel like I'm dying as I walk, you know, shortness of breath and overexertion. And I'm shocked because I wasn't even pushing it. My average, like I said, was 2 point. Okay, well. Hours and minutes. Oh, that's duration. Let me see if I can get. Okay, well, never mind. Okay, well that makes more sense. So I don't actually know how fast I was going. I bet it's about 1.4 miles an hour. Not up the switchback for the other part. But it's just important to not get anaerobic up here, especially on the switchbacks, because there's nowhere for you to catch your breath. It's all up. So I just went low and slow, and this is the first time I stopped in like all of the switchbacks. So whoever up here thinking about getting up here, work on, when you do your exercise, keep your heart rate relatively low, like 120 to 130, and then go for length of exercise. Sprints, I always think you should train for the kind of work you're going to do. Unless you're sprinting up and down these switchbacks, I don't think you need to be sprinting up and down the stairs at your local stadium. So low and slow is what wins the game. And more importantly, if you're really in touch with your heart rate and your breath and your oxygen level, you'll have a good time no matter how fast you go. So, yep, I see Greg. So I'm out, guys. See ya.
Next stop, the Tree Oasis. A little bit of chorizo in my life, a little bit of asagio in my life, a little bit of mini bear somewhere over here.
What'd you end up getting? Did you get your degree in geology, bro?
Yep. It rocks.
It was sweet. Yeah, hell. Yep, we got a little crease in the tent we need to clean off. It's got some sleet buildup on it. Yeah, there's a little squall coming up again.
I mean, that's my windscreen. This is in the front, and I can cut it whatever height I want to cut it at. Right? I'm taking my shoes off.
All right, it is night 2 and we are at Camp 2, which was one of our alternate camps. We made about 1,500-ish feet today, coming up the big switchbacks on Glacier Trail. And we have a crewmate with ankle issue. And so anyway, we've decided to camp here at Alternate 1, which we also call the Tree Oasis. And there's water here, there's camping here, and you can get off the trail. There's good bear hangs. So it's a fine camping spot. Tomorrow we will plan to cross Arrow Pass and go down through the Dead Forest and past Lake Phillips and at least to Double Lake. We may get to Star or Honeymoon or even down to Dinwiddie Creek and camp somewhere down at Dinwiddie Creek, which would be great if we could make it that far. But really, we're just trying to get at least to Double Lake. So that's the plan. That's really it for day 2. Stay tuned for more of our trek. And remember, when you can, get up, get out, live a little. See ya.